Hey guys, it's Joanna. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking all about the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I got this a couple of weeks ago when it launched and I did a first impressions, a look which I loved. And I also created this look which will probably be up after this video, but I've been using this for the past 2 weeks and I've got my thoughts and I wanted to share with you what I think about this palette and share some like swatches and things like that with you, and little tips and tricks on how I like to use this palette. And I'm also going to be comparing it to the Rose Gold textured eyeshadow palette, which is Huda Beauty's first palette. So this is the second eyeshadow palette. So yeah, this is the eyeshadow on my eyes. Stunning. Yeah, so we're going to compare it and see if there's also any similar shades in here, etc. Stuff like that. We're going to play around and I'm going to tell you what I think of it. So yeah, let's dive in. So those are the 18 shades there. Take a closer look. It's absolutely beautiful. So this palette is warm purples, so it's like a warm tone palette with like purples in it, which I really like. I don't own anything like it, like, you know, purpley kind of eyeshadows, except the Natasha Denona blue purple palette that has some purples, but this has like that warm tone. It's like my perfect palette. I love it. So before I ramble on about the palette and if I like it or not, let's go ahead and swatch some shades and talk about the formulas. I'm just gonna swatch them on the back of my hand here. I don't have any primer or anything like that. It's just clean. So we're first starting off with Desert Dusk, which is like a creamy peachy matte color. I really like that to set the eye primer and like just your brow bone lid color, just like an overall nice light color. Then I have Musk, which is like a cool toned brown color, like a mid-tone brown color. It's not too cool, but it's definitely more on the cooler side than it is on the warm, and it's a matte shade. Next I have Eden, which is like a coral matte color. I absolutely love this shade on my crease as a transition. It's a beautiful color. I love it. Now I'm swatching it in an awkward spot, but that is Amber. And I absolutely love Amber. Every time I use this palette, I use Amber on the eyes. It is like a burnt, reddish, brickish, like matte color. It's so beautiful on the crease. I've got it on right now. It's absolutely beautiful. I love Amber. The next shade I have is Blood Moon, which is so beautiful. This is like again, it's like Amber but in a shimmery formula. So this is the satin finish, which is like what they call it as pressed pearls. That was one swipe. The pigmentation is so beautiful and it's very like shiny on the lids. It's so pigmented. I absolutely love it. So that is Blood Moon and it is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It's so smooth. I love that. I love that shade. The next shade I have here is Oud. I don't know. Oud? I'm not sure. OUD. It's like a deep, warm brown matte color. It's like a burnt brown. I absolutely love it. It's super beautiful, like on the outer corners, like if you want to deepen up the crease, like that one is really good. So I love that one as well. So that was the first row. Let's move on to the next. Alright, the next shade I have here is Celestial, and oh my god. Like this is what is on my lid right now. I can't even talk because it's so beautiful. It is like it's a duochrome gold but pink but green. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. You definitely need a glitter glue to apply this, which I did. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful on the eyes. I love that shade so much. So that's Celestial. The next shade I have here is Nefertiti, and it's like a champagne gold, you know, satin metallic color. It's a beautiful shade, definitely, you know, pops on the lid. Yeah, it's a really nice shade. It also has like tiny specks of like gold glitter, but yeah, it's like a champagne-y, it's a champagne color. It's not like duochrome or anything, it's just like a straight champagne gold. It's a beautiful shade. Next shade I have here is Twilight. Because it's duochrome, it's really hard, like it's not picking up on the camera properly, but it's a beautiful purple blue duochrome. It's so beautiful. I love this shade, and every time I wear this, I always get compliments. This is really pretty color. If you have brown eyes, it's a beautiful shade. So that is Twilight, and it's gorgeous. Next shade is Amethyst, which is that matte purple shade there. Absolutely love that. I've got it on my crease right now. That is a really beautiful color. I don't have any purple shade like that, like a matte purple shade. It's really, really nice. I love it. It looks beautiful on the eyes, mixed with like amber. I love it. It's a really nice matte shade. One of my favorite shades in the palette. Next shade I have here is Royal, which is that one there. That's another pressed pearl shade. It's a beautiful shimmery purple color. It's deeper than Amethyst, but you know, kind of like similar family but deeper, just a shimmery version. So that one is beautiful. I love it. Next shade I have here is Retrograde. It's a duochrome shade, and this has like blue, pink, I don't know, it's like the blue brown, except it's got a bit more like pinkiness to it. It's so beautiful. I love it. And I worn this on top of Amethyst. So I put Amethyst all over my eyelid and put Retrograde on top, and it's so beautiful. I love it. Alright, moving on to the next row. We've got Cashmere, and it's a beautiful like taupey shimmery shade. It's stunning, just like an everyday neutral shade. I love it. Next shade I have here is Angelic, which is a gold champagne and duochroming to a pink. It's a really pretty shade. I love it, and that's a repeat in this palette. And it's also in the other palette as well. Alright, the next shade is Cosmo. Now this is hard to swatch because it's actually a pure glitter. It actually will not swatch. I'm going to just show you that. There, I've just picked that up. You definitely need a glitter glue because it's a pure glitter. I'm going to swatch it, but like it doesn't really do anything. That is Cosmo there. I'll leave the link down below to my first impressions because I used this on my eyelid and you can see it in action, but it's a beautiful glitter. Like it's a red, green with a bit of blue. It's beautiful, but it just doesn't swatch properly because it's an actual glitter. Like it's pretty much a loose glitter, but it's so beautiful. I love that one. The next shade we have here is Turkish Delight, which is a more deeper burgundy version of Blood Moon. So that is Turkish Delight. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's like a raspberry shade. I love that one on the lids. Next I've got Saffron, which is a beautiful raspberry matte shade. I love it. It's on my lid right now. Not on my lid, on my eyes. Love it. It's a beautiful shade. I love that matte one. And the last shade we have here is Blazing, which is that one there. It's a beautiful like bright orange matte color. It's so beautiful. I've got that on my crease too. Absolutely love it. Yeah, so those are all the swatches and the finishes in the Desert Dusk palette. My palette's getting really dirty. So as you guys saw, the palette swatches really beautifully, but it also applies on the eyes really beautifully as well. I absolutely love this palette. I cannot tell you even what my favorite shades are because they're absolutely beautiful. But I don't even know what my favorite finishes are. I think it's the mattes. Like, I do love the shimmers, but you guys know I love matte shades, and these mattes are beautiful. The mattes are a drier matte than like the other mattes in my collection. It's not as dry as the rose gold one, but it's still a bit drying, but it's super easy to blend out. It's not powdery. I actually really like it. I love Desert Sand, Eden, Amber, Oud, Amethyst, Blazing Saffron. All the mattes in it are beautiful. Then I love Blood Moon. We've got Retrograde Royal. Like, all the shades are beautiful. I absolutely love it. I don't even know like what negative to say about this is. Like, it's so beautiful. So yeah, I highly recommend it. They apply beautifully on the eyes. I love every single shade in this palette. I love it. It's so good. So a little quick tip. So mattes are beautiful. Work with them as they are. They're nice. The duochromes are better layered, so they're good as a topper. So if you use a shade underneath and put the duochromes on top, that way it pops more. And definitely use your fingers. I think they apply better with fingers. I know some people don't like that, but you definitely get the most out of it with your fingers. The pressed pearls, they're the shimmery shades. I actually prefer them using my fingers, but you can use like a flat synthetic, like a stiff brush, and it can pick it up really well, but I like using them with fingers. They're fine. And then the Cosmo shade, you definitely need a glitter glue to apply it, and the glitter glue with duochromes as well will definitely help. But yeah, I don't have much else to say about it. I absolutely love it. Check it out if you haven't already. It's so beautiful. But I'm going to quickly compare these two palettes before I go. So this is what they look like. They look, they're not very similar. There's a couple shades that look similar, and you might be thinking like, you know, why that is, but we're going to swatch it and see. The one repeat shade I was talking about is Angelic, but they actually both look different in both the pans. So I'm going to swatch these two. Actually, they look quite similar when swatched next to each other. Yeah, they look quite similar. So those two are Angelic from both the palettes. So they look pretty similar to me. I can't see a big difference. But if you liked that shade from the old palette, you have it in the new one as well. It's a pretty shade, so I'm not complaining. Other two similar shades are Henna and Amber, which is those two there. I think Amber is more orangey and like warmer, but you can see why they look similar. They're in the same family, except Amber is more orange and more vibrant. Next we have Man Eater and Saffron. Man Eater is definitely more pink toned, whereas Saffron's definitely more reddy tone. I don't think they look similar at all swatched, but in the pan they do look similar, but I love both the shades. Man Eater is one of my favorites, and I absolutely love Saffron as well. And the last ones I'm going to be swatching is Oud and Cocoa. So Oud is from the new palette and Cocoa is from the old one. And Oud is definitely, I swatch it in a weird place. Oud is definitely more warmer, and Cocoa is more deeper and more chocolatey. But yeah, they're not similar at all, but you can get away with just having one. Anyway, so those were my thoughts on the palette. Absolutely love it. I definitely love it more than I love the Textured Rose Gold palette. I use every single shade. It's absolutely beautiful, and I highly recommend it. That is it for this video. Really hope that you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the palette. If you've tried it or if you're gonna buy it, let me know, and let me know if you like which one you prefer. I would love to know. But that is it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.